gentlemen, Madam President, I wanted to welcome the MEPs, but they are currently voting at the European Parliament, which is why they are not with us here. I would like also to say hello to the representative of the DG Agri from the European Commission, also all representatives of regions, members of the AREPO, and also I would like to say hello to all the producers who are at the basis of everything we think about here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a real pleasure for me to welcome you here within the Community of the Regions in this building, the Jacques Delors building, which we are proud to inhabit in this important time in which protected designation of origins and protected geographical indication. It's an honor for me to be the godmother of this event, and this is for me a surprise as well. I was not the only one, of course, to support you in order to make it possible for you to be here today at the Committee of the Region. And I would like also to pay tribute to the teams of the Committee of the Region, Nicolas, Hélène, for example. They made your presence here today possible as well. But I would like also to welcome, because I'm a member, I've been a member of this committee for several years, and I would like also to tell you that I come from a very rural territory in France, a very small municipality, and for me it's I'm proud to be here to represent Quettro-Perche, a municipality of only 1,000 inhabitants. I wanted to let you know so that you know where I speak from and where, therefore, I come from. So, yes, I was the rapporteur of the Committee of the Regions on the quality schemes of the geographical indication requested by the European Commissions and the institutions of the EU. I wanted to start with to use the expertise of AREPO, and thank you to Mrs. Lampic, who supported me in the drafting of this opinion, and they gave me precious advice, notably also coming from the Commission. So some of them here today present. They made it possible for us to table an opinion to my colleagues of the Committee of the Region, which is why I am proud of today. And this is a day of celebration. Notably, if we consider the work we've been doing over the last year, notably with MEPs, all European institutions and the representatives of these sectors to draft the best legislative framework possible for those products which are a representation of the food culture of the EU, but also testify of know-how, the know-how of our farmers who are having a very hard time currently, as you are well aware. And also in my member state, France, but everywhere in Europe, the Community of the Regions has been working to support the work of European institutions aware of the value of their products for the development of our rural areas by recalling the great variety, diversity, the wealth of our products on our territories, which are a major resource for our countries and are at the very foundations of rural development. The result was an opinion which was adopted at unanimity by the European Committee of the Regions, which reaffirmed the role of geographical indications as a key tool at the service of the policy of the EU in terms of rural development, but also in terms of the common agricultural policy. The recommendations of this opinion wanted to set the right conditions, allowing GIs and their producers to face and to adapt to the future challenges you all know by reaffirming the support regions have to offer. It's a pleasure for me that the opinion of the regions was always taken into account, notably by Paulo de Castro, which we are going to present later, the rapporteur at the European Parliament. I had many discussions with him along the last years because I was member of the same Agri committee at the European Parliament with Paulo de Castro. As a rapporteur, I was delighted to be able to draw on the experience and knowledge of the AREPO, its regions and its producers. You, that is. I'd like to thank the president of the AREPO for her welcoming words and about our work in common, and I would like to join her in celebrating your association's 20th anniversary. Origin Europe also had celebrated their 20th anniversary last year. These two networks have always worked very closely together. Over the last few years, I have had the pleasure of witnessing AREPO's commitment to its mission of defending and promoting EU quality production, particularly through actions and initiatives of various kinds. The association has placed particular emphasis on research with its scientific committee, and I pay tribute to you for this, and has played an active part in the European projects, such as today's project, the Horizon 2020 Moving project. I wish you fruitful debates for the research activities, and I welcome the fact that the project focused on quality and value chains and the optional mention of mountain products. As your president said earlier, let me recall you that the Committee of the Region supported the introduction of this mention of optional quality in the regulation on the quality of agricultural product, and that was in 2014. We are deeply attached to this optional mention because mountain products are quality and sustainable products that contribute to maintaining traditional know-how, mountain farming, to guarantee a fair income for farmers and safeguard landscapes and protect mountain biodiversity. You see that those products contribute to rural development in mountain areas. Since this optional quality label officially came into force in July 2014, we've seen that European mountain stakeholders have invested in implementing it at national and producer level. However, the process is far from being over. Some member states have yet to develop appropriate measures to protect the use of the term in their territories. The transposition of EU rules are not immediate in all member states, although it only came into force recently and was therefore not the subject of any review yet. This aspect was not forgotten in the Committee of the Regions' opinion, and in particular we recommended that its implementation be speeded up and monitored, including in the context of the farm-to-fork strategy, pointing out that these optional terms provide added value in mountain and outermost regions where the agricultural sector represents a significant part of the economy and the production costs are high. It is important to maximize the value of those products. You will agree with this, I'm sure, by offering the right tools to producers and by promoting them as much as possible to consumers so that they fully understand the value of these products and the care that producers take to provide a product that translates into a public good. In fact, as a conclusion, I would like to point out that thanks to the multidimensional link with the territory, these products and the EU quality schemes have great potential to exert positive effects on dynamics of rural development. Us, as elected representatives coming from rural territories, it's important for us to claim that our rural economies also have a part to play in development and the future of the European Union and, of course, in the development of our own member states. Those schemes are positive in the dynamics of rural development by creating spin-offs for the local economy, encompassing several sectors, for example, tourism, but as well the maintenance of public services. But today, and this is something we have to talk about, because I was talking of the ill-being of this sector, and notably raisers. There's a reduction of heads of cattle in Europe. These products are going to be more valued if there is less extensive production and less import from far away. As we have said in our opinion on pastoralism, the stop of extensive of pastoralism would be a disaster for mountain production. We need to keep rural fabric alive and protect biodiversity. The promotion of the optional mention of mountain product is an important aspect to keep alive those sectors. But on the future common agricultural policy, which is being drafted as we speak, we also ask a new guidance of direct subsidies to pastoralism and extensive breeding. It's an emergency, and notably also to impose the respect of conformity, compliance with EU standards to imports from abroad, because the territories of origin would win in terms of visibility, attractiveness, cultural attractiveness, notably, and in their abilities and touristic attractiveness as well for the regions. Based on these considerations, I have a lot of confidence that the discussions you will have today will be fruitful. You will have to excuse me, but I have a meeting with the Commissioner from the European Commission on Territorial Cohesion, Mrs. Ferreira, but I will be back after this appointment because I really want to share those discussions with you. Thank you very much for your kind attention, and I wish you a fruitful debate. Thank you.